Hey guys, this is Nathan Gasolfo. I'm not very good at making these videos online here, so yeah. So I wasn't sure if this was necessary in order to record a like a final presentation for my website or whatever, but I'm going to be doing so anyway, just in case. So a little bit of background behind why I made this website. My previous drama teacher back from my high school, her name is Amy Mori. She has kind of a slightly outdated website made from Weebly. So I got in contact with her at the beginning of the semester, and I asked her, well, your website looks kind of out of date. Do you want me to update it for you? And she said, yes, please do so. Of course, with the coronavirus and whatnot being come up and whatnot, I had to kind of make a couple of updates to the design of the site. So these pages that you see may or may not very well end up changing in the near future due to, again, coronavirus status. She hasn't given me, there's a couple of things on this site that I couldn't post on here for privacy reasons until she actually gives me the link or whenever she can actually pay for the domain. So you'll notice that the link on Canvas is, to Alta Vista, not actually to an actual published website yet because she hasn't paid for a domain yet. So currently waiting on that. Apologies for that, but this is more likely the finalized version. There might be a thing or two I might still add, but yeah. So you'll notice this is the home page. I have my header, my footer, all my navigation up here, home, about, classes, auditions, productions, meet the teacher, and feedback. The color scheme is based off of my school colors, gold / yellowish, light / sky blue, and kind of like a darker blue. So yeah, that's been in the my school color since I can remember. She wanted something that showed like basic announcements here on the front page, so like class announcements here. You can read it. I'm not going to read it out loud. Play announcements over here. This will obviously be updated, of course, as time goes on. When she's doing like another production or whatever, this can easily be updated. I can just give her the code and she can update, or I can update, or whatever. This is a calendar to go and show when events are finally posted on here. I gave her the link for this and she can update events when necessary. There's nothing in here right now, but again, when the time comes, currently she's trying to get everything under wraps, so it's a little bit hectic for her. So this is kind of just a finalized prototype, if you will. But for right now, this is pretty much what it'll look like, just with some slightly different updated information. Looking at about, these are all images that were taken from previous productions that she did. This right here, along with the home page, was from a production that actually I was in. I'm actually right here. Called The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Not that you really care much. It's just these are all actual pictures that she sent to me. I accessed it from her original website. She gave me permission to do so. Just choose your favorite, put one on here that you think would fit best with the page, and just make it look pretty. She said so. I did. So I basically kind of wrote some Y theater right here. She gave me a basic idea, and she even wrote the last paragraph herself. I thought this was a great paragraph. The rest of it I kind of filled in the blanks for her. I think it looks pretty good. You can read it if you want. You look in the link and you can see it. Classes. This was probably the most complex page that I made. She didn't want a picture on here for whatever reason. I don't know why exactly, but there was a lot of work that was involved. You can clearly see that. There's a link on here to every single syllabus or every single disclosure document that the students have to print off and sign. They're a little bit out of date, but she hasn't updated many things in here in something like 2-3 years or whatever. She's just kind of gone with it. She just said just use the ones from the website, they'll work for now. You'll also notice that this right here, this number 1, like advanced musical theater Zoom meetings, intro to musical theater Zoom meetings. She was trying to go and use this for the last month of the school year for May. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to end up happening, but this is again just here just in case she wants me to or not. So yeah, so there's that. I didn't put the actual link here, again, for privacy reasons. This is the actual password, but she said that when she can finally get things finalized, she'll give me the links and put them in here. I didn't put them on here again for privacy reasons. But yeah, so advanced drama theater, advanced musical theater, drama 4, 3, 2, and 1, stage crew. And then you'll also notice this little, of course, the red text here for coronavirus. On here, she also requested for me to go and put on for her class, the makeup sheet if people are absent. And also their quarterly papers that they have to turn in for a special assignment there. So I linked those up there with buttons. I thought that was kind of cool. It looked pretty good. Auditions, there's nothing really special here. It's pretty much just a calendar to use for auditions whenever they pop up on here. One of my personal favorite pictures from another production she did, I wasn't in this unfortunately, called 12 Angry Jurors. It's a spin-off of 12 Angry Men. This text right here, she gave me all of this red text to put in here. She just told me, make it big, make it easy to see, and just say, hey, we're figuring it out. We'll work on it best we can. And until further notice, this is what the site will look like. Productions, I'm very pleased with this. I use a little bit of jQuery and JavaScript here to create this image slider. She requested only 7 specific images. I can add more if I want later on, she said, but this is like the Adventures of Tom Sawyer cast. I had to include a picture of me because, I mean, come on, I own the bragging rights to this site. I made this site, I can brag a little bit. This is a still of me talking to the main character from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. You don't really care. This freeze frame from the biggest choreography number in the show, I thought it was pretty cool looking. The stage managers. This is the whole cast of the 12 Angry Jurors. As you can see, I'm not in here. Just a cool action shot, and this is from when they did a William Shakespeare production closer to the end of the year. I unfortunately didn't get to be in this, personal reasons, but this is a cool freeze frame, and I thought it was a nice picture to include in there. She told me her future productions as well as the dates, and she kind of wanted me to just put them in here for like, I guess a preview, if you will. There's nothing in here, of course. Again, calendar to keep in mind here. There's nothing in this, so if you scroll all the way down to even like November, there's no links in here. So when that time finally pops up, she can add it when she needs. Meet the teacher. It's pretty much just a couple of bullet points. This is her picture off of the school website. She said she was going to give me a better picture, but I never received one. So I just said, can I just use the one off the website? And she said, yeah, that's okay for right now. I'm kind of figuring stuff out, but she really liked the setup of how this works. She wanted me to mention a little bit of her background, some of the productions that she's directed and whatnot, some of her favorite things. And I had to shorten this down a little bit. I wanted to include more bullet points, but unfortunately, it wouldn't actually fit very well and look as good as it did with the design. So I kind of just stuck with this. But I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be any more than that. And then feedback. This is actually linked to a specific website that she has set up to go and give feedback, of course. I thought this picture would look somewhat good as if these two guys are suggesting something and they don't want to. I love this place so much. And of course, first name, last name. You can fill out the date. The required ones have the asterisk. It's kind of similar to the it is a bit similar to the forms page that we made on the Dixie website, but I think it fits pretty well. And then you can zoom out this box a little bit more, write in whatever you want in here. Do you have questions about auditions? When do I audition for this or whatever? Insert your first and last name, insert the date that you fill it out. You can even bring down a calendar. So say you fill this out back on April 1st. John Johnson, I have a question for this, blah, blah, blah. And submit it. And it'll automatically be submitted to her website. So when she sees that, and it's just a random thing from John Johnson. But yeah, as for mobile friendly, every single site has pretty much the same exact setup and whatnot. I managed to figure out how to get. I will admit the background image gave me a little bit of trouble on some of these. It may not be the best on some of them. I've still tried to figure it out, but I gave it my very best shot. But the background image, unfortunately, was not 100% friendly with me going all the way down, but I think I did pretty well with it. It does stretch out and go down, as you can see. It's the same for every single one of the pages. I managed to get the text to squeeze in pretty well on every single page, including on this one too. This one gave me a little bit of trouble, but I feel like I did pretty well on it. Let's see. Auditions. Classes was a little bit messed up. It's I gave my very best shot. There's this weird gap here in the middle that I've had some trouble trying to figure out how to get, but I think it works pretty well. The buttons fit in there pretty well. Productions, same difference. They fit in there pretty well. The calendar worked nicely. You can still scroll through the image slider very well. And my personal favorite thing that I loved most about the my media query, like when making the site smaller, is when if you look at the navigation, it goes down pretty well. I kind of like that little touch. You can still kind of read the text here as well. The text fits in pretty well, so I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good final website. There might be another item or two I'll add. Of course, again, like I said, this text will definitely change in the near future due to updates on the coronavirus and whatnot, and once you finally pay for the domain. But yeah, this is Westlake Theater. I hope you guys liked it, and yeah, thank you very much.